Arcade Perfect, my Arse.
Right, okay guys, welcome to another Arcade Perfect My Arse. Now I actually thought I'd done this game, but apparently I haven't. This is Toki, released by TAD Corporation in 1989. Now this is it's kind of a game that's been pretty overlooked by a lot of people. It's a game that probably a lot of people have never actually heard of. It's certainly not, classed as a classic game when you compare it to stuff like Ghosts and Goblins, and yet when you actually come to play the game, you'll realise what a wonderful game it is. So anyway, without much further ado, let me have a wee go. Insert coin and start. Start. Oh, hang on, it actually helps if you click in the actual window. Right. So, kind of Ghosts and Goblins intro at the start there, gives you a wee brief overview of the levels. Ah, bollocks, it always helps to actually know the buttons before you start a game. So you've got fire. If you point up, you can fire up, you can duck down, and you can jump, and that button does nothing. And you also get coins. I'm not 100% sure what the coins actually do. I'm assuming there must be some sort of shop, is there, that you can go and buy stuff, possibly. Now, rather bizarrely, you get an American football helmet. Not 100% sure what that's all about. Who can we... Is that going to kill that thing? Oh, come on, that's a bit unfair. Bloody hell. But it's an absolutely delightful platform game, it really is, and like I said, it's a game that a lot of people probably aren't overly familiar with. Yeah, it's got some real kind of bizarre graphics, really kind of freaky looking monkeys here. Bollocks. It's almost like there's some bits of the game. Now let's continue. I don't normally like continue in arcade games, but there's almost some bits that are impossible to actually avoid like that. It's almost kind of like a memory game. I don't know you're supposed to get up there. You know what it kind of reminds me of? Very, oh come on, that was stupid. Very slightly is Rick Dangerous. Right, one more go. Right, I completely came out of the game accidentally, so I'm going to have one more wee go. Yeah, what was I saying? It kind of reminds me a wee bit like Rick Dangerous insofar as it does kind of ask, it kind of requires a bit of a memory thing. You need to remember, because there's some bits that you just couldn't physically avoid. Without actually having played it and knowing kind of what was going to be coming up. seem to avoid picking up the fire. As soon as I fall here, I'm going to get off. It's very difficult. Try and get the right button this time. Oh, bollocks. See what I mean? There's just certain bits of the game that you just wouldn't be able to avoid if you didn't know it was coming. Right, anyway, that is the arcade one. Let's take a look at some home versions. Right, okay, this is quite a rare thing. It's a Lynx conversion. Yeah, there's not an awful lot of games released for the Lynx, so pleasantly surprised to actually see this appears. So, let's give it a go. Now, I'm playing this on a, I don't know, obviously a screen that's larger than the Lynx, and it does look very, very blocky. But bear in mind, this game would have obviously been on a little small screen, so it would have looked a lot kind of better. Ah, balls. For all the blocky graphics, it does actually look really nice. It's got some really good colour. Graphics are pretty authentic as well. Yeah, graphics are excellent. And it really, really plays just like the arcade one. It uses two buttons, one for jump and one for fire. Oh, arse. And it's just as tough as the arcade one. Ah, bad thing's not there. Yeah, it plays just like the arcade one, which is really, really good. These grotesque little monkey things. Really, really impressed with how well this plays and how accurate it is actually. Even the difficulty is almost spot on. Yeah, that is an excellent little version. That is the Atari Lynx one. Right, and this is the NES one, released in 1991. Now, usually NES versions of arcade games, conversions of arcade games, they tend to kind of be almost, what's the word for it? He appears to have no nose. Remixes, that's the word I was looking for. Right, where's the flying bird? Get a good firepower, there we go. This version, it's not bad. It's alright. I mean, it doesn't look. It's very orange. Yeah, it's very, very, very orange. Bollocks. Come on. Yeah, the main sprite looks slightly odd. But you know what, all in, it's not actually too bad. Sounds okay as well. Oops. Kill the horrible monkeys! Alright, that's not going to fall. In the arcade one it falls down. Actually looks quite happy, this little monkey. There's a horrible snake thing. Ow, arse. Whoops. Ah, now wait a minute, that wasn't in the arcade one. Get off! Come on! Woo. Can I get that? No, we can't. Can you shoot? Ah, you can shoot diagonally. There we go. I didn't actually think you could. Which would certainly make the game a wee bit easier. Oh, there's that rabbit. Ah, balls. Before it explodes. Oh. There's that thing. Evidently nothing. I'm just waiting on some kind of end of level thing. I don't know if that's actually a thing in this game, I'm really not too sure. This is probably the furthest I've actually got on any version of this. Oh, here we go. I'm assuming the coins must do something other than just give you points. Come on, get out the road. Right, anyway, that's the NES one. That's not bad. Let's batter on. Right, this next version is the Commodore Amiga. Now, this was the only version of the game that I ever actually played until I got MAME and I was able to play the arcade one. And looking at the intro, it looks pretty spot on. It's even got the wee intro showing you all the levels. Now, rather interestingly, the Commodore 64 was only 8-bit home computer. They got a port of this. For whatever reason, I have no idea. I don't know why that was the case. Right, now because the Commodore Amiga only uses one fire button, you hold down the fire button and press up, and it does that. If you press up without it, it jumps. Now it appears to also auto fire, which is going to make things slightly easier. I'm never a fan of games that you have to press up to jump, but that was kind of what we're used to with home computers. And I noticed there's a wee bit kind of slowdown. Now I don't know whether that's the emulator. I don't remember that back in the day, but there again it was. The last time I played this on the Commodore Amiga would be about, I don't know, 35 years, no not 35 years ago, 25, 30 years ago. Something like that. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's a thoroughly kind of bizarre looking game. And that's maybe why people don't really talk about the game. You never hear people saying, well, what a wonderful game Toki is, but it is, it's an amazing game. Really, really good fun. Come on, I need to stop jumping. See, that's the problem with the controls in this one. So what I need to do is hold the fire button in, like so, and release the joystick from lock position so I don't jump. Right, let's go. Yep, graphically wise, this is right up there. Sound is really good as well. Ah, come on! The scrolling was kind of too slow to catch up, which meant I wasn't able to actually. Right, now how do I? Can I not? Right, oddly in this one, oh I can. Whoa, jump! Yeah, the only thing I don't like about this version is the controls. Oh. Not so much the controls, it's more the fact that there is only one fire button. But you know what, graphically wise, sound wise, that is a really, really good version. Let's move on. Right, okay, this is Atari ST one. And like the arcade one, it's got a little intro at the start, kind of lets you, gives you a kind of very, very brief overview of all the different levels. So there's 6 levels in total. One is very, very orange. I've got to say, it moves along at a fair rate of knots. Ah, damn it. Graphics are really good. Again, slightly just too much orange, but I've got no idea what these coins do. Not at all. Control wise, obviously because Atari ST only supports one fire button. Pressing up without the fire button will yeah, pressing the fire button without pressing up without the fire button will make him jump, and pressing up with the fire button held in makes it shoot up the way. Oh no, that was close. But it's really nice. very careful. How are you supposed to? Okay, you're able to. Whoa. Ah, damn it! I kind of avoided it and then moved right back in. Damn it! I was too busy looking at the bloody spider to actually, instead of avoiding what I was trying to avoid what I was going to get hit with. Come on, this time. I am an arse at times. Oh, come on. It's going to be the last life, I think. Take your time, come on son, take your time. Ah, away, go! Right, anyway, that is Atari ST one. Let's move on. Right, okay, this is the only 8-bit version of this game. Well, technically the NES is an 8-bit version, but when I say 8-bit I mean 8-bit home computers. This is on the Commodore 64. Now, I've just actually noticed it was only released on cartridge. Now, was there a reason it didn't get a release on, you know, on the tape format? I mean, when you think of some of the other games that were ported onto tape or disc, I mean, it came out, this was released in 1991 by Ocean Software, but they obviously made a decision not to release it on tape or disc, so the Commodore 64 appeared to be the only home computer version, which is quite strange. If anyone knows the reason why they never actually released Toki on tape or disc, please put your comment below. I've got no idea why that was the case. Now, given that this is running on on cartridge, it should be quick to load. And graphically wise, it's not bad. Obviously the colours, it's not going to have as many colours. Plenty of browns going on there, which is no surprise given it's a C64 version. Control wise, it plays the same as the Amiga and Atari ST. It's pretty authentic. So I'm guessing this must have been one of the games that was released for the extremely awful Commodore 64 console. What was it called? The Commodore 64C or something? I can't remember exactly. Kill the fish. You know what, this isn't actually half bad at all. But yeah, like I said, I'm genuinely interested to know why Ocean never thought that it wanted a release on other systems. Or on tape, you know, I don't know. Ah, damn it. Oh, come on, I can be so god awful at games at times. I really can. damned ghost thing gets me every time. Right, come on. Let's get away. Let's kill this thing. Come on, kill it! Oh! Right, come on, just a spider to dispatch off. Hey! Hup! Ow! Arse. That's going to be game over, isn't it? Of course it is. Right, anyway, let's move on to another version. Right, this is the very last version, guys. This is on the Sega Mega Drive. It appears to be doing its own thing with a kind of intro type movie thing. It kind of borrows a wee bit from Ghosts and Goblins, I think. Okay, so that's how he becomes. I didn't actually know that, so yeah, it's a bloke that becomes a monkey. Right, how do we start? Press start button. Let's go. So fire and jump. Right, okay, that's... See, this is slightly different. Slightly more advanced. It's almost like they've gone for a slightly enhanced version. Yeah, I'm going to be able to do this. Yeah, it's slightly different. Again, it's kind of doing its own thing. Yeah, it's not 100% faithful to the arcade version. Come on, how are we killing that? Okay, there we go. Ah, bollocks. We're right back to start again, I think. Yeah, it's kind of doing its own thing, big style. Ah, come on! How would you know about that unless you'd played it before? That was what I was saying earlier on about how it kind of feels a wee bit like Rick Dangerous, so far as there's some bits you simply wouldn't avoid death unless you'd actually played it, so it's kind of partly memory game. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of this remix version. It's a shame because if I had a Mega Drive back in the day and I was aware of this game in the arcade, I would want to play the arcade version rather than a sort of remixed version. I mean, it's by no means a bad game at all. I would just rather they kept it faithful, if that makes any sense. Wait a minute, is this the leap of death, which I wasn't aware of? I think it was. I get the feeling I'm going to die when this thing explodes. Whoa. Ah, you can see at the bottom there, the longer you can keep your fire button not pressed down. Ah, you exit, the bigger the bullets. Right, now this, I just noticed actually the name of this, it's not called Toki, it's called The Legend of Toki, so it looks like it's not strictly a conversion, it's just a kind of based on the arcade game. Like I said, I think I'd have preferred to have just seen an original port. Ooh, I'm gonna die if I fall down there, I'm sure I am. There you go, yep, spikes. Right, anyway, listen, enough of that. Let's do a recap on the different versions we've looked at. Right, okay, that is the very, very last version. So, yeah, interesting, there was no other 8-bit computer versions. Don't know why that was. But anyway, to recap, Commodore Amiga, really good version, nice use of colour, really excellent sound. Obviously it does suffer from only having one fire button, which means you've got to press up to jump, which was kind of the same in all the sort of home versions, or at least the home computer versions I should say. Atari ST, again, very impressive. Played a bit kind of quicker than the Amiga one, didn't have quite so good sound, but again the sound and music was pretty good, and the graphics were, you know, pretty top notch, probably as well as you could possibly expect from Atari ST. Again, the sound had the sort of pressing up to jump. Atari Lynx, really nice. Yeah, it looks kind of blocky in this video because it's obviously you're watching it on a TV or a computer monitor or even a phone, but you know, if you imagine that on a small screen of the original Atari Lynx, it would have looked quite impressive, and it did play really well, even if it was a wee bit slow. It was a really kind of authentic version. Commodore 64, not bad. I mean, it was again authentic. You know, it's probably about as best as it could have possibly been. Being in cartridge, it obviously loads quite a bit quicker as well. But again, why there was no tape version or disc version, I don't know. Apparently it was also released on iOS for your Apple phone, iPad, whatever, and even the Nintendo Switch. So if you want to play probably an arcade perfect version of this at home legally, obviously you can play it in MAME if you want, but if you want to play it legally, go and check out the Nintendo Switch version, which I am assuming will be arcade perfect. The last two versions, the NES, again, it was pretty good. I wasn't overly keen on the graphics. The graphics looked slightly small. Colour, it was a bit was it all orange, I think it was. Very orangey. The Sega Genesis, or Sega Mega Drive as we like to call it in good old Blighty, was disappointing. I mean, it wasn't called Toki, it was called The Legend of Toki, so it's obviously kind of a follow-on. But I think I would have preferred it if they'd just stuck to the original. But all in all, some good versions. There wasn't a bad version, really, out of all these ones. But anyway, guys, listen, that is another video wrapped up. If you want to see a game get the Arcade Perfect My Arse treatment, just put your comments below. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching.